Alright, we're back with more Dadcraft. I think it's just gonna be me here. But I have seen a little bit of a tour on Mouthstream of what's going on. So, I mean, the server is popped up, or popped off. I don't think too much has happened, like, inside of the dome. But, Mouth has made a base and an enormous farm, that has an underground tunnel to get in between. I can only imagine that Daniel must have been here because of the fact that there are just two pieces of dirt sitting inside of our otherwise immaculate dome. Let's go take a little look around first. I mean, I should clear out my inventory. You're not joking. Minecraft soundtrack is like probably the best video game soundtrack in Earth's history. And it's not even close. Though, actually, I think an amalgam of all of the Persona soundtracks. Okay, whatever, nerd. Just, like, shut up and play cat, okay? Alright, let's go see what's going on over here first. The Great Mouse Flattening of Earth 2021. Yeah, so, this is a great way to announce Indie Mouse is actually in the server now. Indie Mouse has... by way of begging and pleading on Twitter, has gotten himself into the server. Chest for NL. Very important. Love Indie. Diamond egg. You know what? It takes two, baby. Thank you, Indie. Much appreciated. Let's see. Let's get this bread. That's Dan's bread chest. We need some animal pens for resources. Enchanting stuff needs to be set up. We need lots of farms for food. Okay, number 2 has been handled by Sips. An elevator system for the mine shaft. That's been handled. So I'm going to take that sign off. Indy flattened a bunch of earth, which is great. I believe farms have been set up by Mouth. I can definitely help get some sand. Like, I wonder if I could be a sand lord or something. We're cooking, you know, some coal. If we can get more cooked cobble, we're gonna need it for the dome. We have a bunch of coal. We gotta have some coal in one of these. I mean, I guess you could put wood in there. You can make charcoal, but explore the ocean. I don't have that kind of risk tolerance. That's scary, man. The ocean is scary in real life, and then in Minecraft, like, everything is even scarier, right? Dirt. Sand. Like, wouldn't these guys be stoked if they came back to, like, tons of... His bee! Wouldn't they be stoked if they came back to a bunch of, like, cooked glass? You know what I mean? Plus, we got this diamond shovel for, like, another 3 hits. Yo, he made it. Well done, Daniel. Well done. The box of misc. Coal is in the mine shaft chest. You genius. You princes of mine. Your kings in New England. Okay, don't die. He told me there were no, like, little divots in there, but there's divots in there, man. The mountain is not yet completely flat, but it's getting there, you know, it's pretty close. No, I'm not going to remove the water from the bottom. That would be so rude. That's not what dads are all about, you know? Okay. Unfortunately, somebody else had the idea before us. That's okay. There's no coal. I still feel like we should get a bunch of sand. Still feel like that's the best way to go. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're going up. Takes a minute. Dude, I'm just waiting for, like, a creeper to spawn in here. Oh, that's right. Mouth dug the tunnel already, so he's already got a bunch of sand, probably. I forget how I get to Mouth's house, though. Let me see if I can figure out how to get to Mouth's house. Whoa, this is pretty sweet. Yay, look at this. Nice little table and chair setup. Those are armor stands, right? This isn't like a midsummer sort of situation. This is pretty nice, man. I mean, I guess we could always just flatten the mountain. It's a little bit more my speed. Clear out the mountains outside, you know? You know, that's more banter. That's more of like a banter thing. I really feel like it would be good for me to make some glass. Even if Mouth has a ton of sand, like that's Mouth's prerogative, not my prerogative. Let's go get some sand and start making some glass that we could use for the dome. Oh my god. What the heck was that? Yeah, Mouth has a tunnel, but like I don't know where it is. I need him to tell me where it is. So while he is not here, you know, we'll wait for Dadcraft probably tomorrow, and he can tell us about that. Well, dude, what the heck happened here? You know you're ballin' when you can like use logs as roads. Oh, it's inefficient. Yeah, but it looks cool. What the heck is that? Little carp. Carpe diem. Alright, dude, they're going to be so stoked when they come back and they see all this glass. They're going to be like, this is a dream come true. And you know what? I could build a... You're right, I could build a little bridge there. That could be my task. I could build a little bridge there. Oh, baby. Like I said, this is not going to be a flattening stream. Instead, we're digging. It's two different things. It's two different things, sweetheart. Totally different. Anyway, dude, Dadcraft, like I said it in the Discord, I still feel like even though there's been a lot of Dadcraft content, like this is actually you're still getting in on the ground floor. This is just the genesis of, you know, we're at the very, very start of Dadcraft, you know, taking Twitch by storm. Everybody's, oh, Rust. Watching, you know, aspiring improv comedians struggle to keep the same accent that they arbitrarily decided that their character would have without thinking about it for like more than 4 seconds, and then they're streaming 12 hours trying to stay in character. That's insane, man. That's too much. You gotta have some self-care. Just come play some Dadcraft. You know what we do on Dadcraft? Everybody, you know, gets a little bucket of Legos. They can do whatever they want to do. And every once in a while you come together and you have some conversations and you say, you know what? Hey, tell me about your childhood. That's what it's like. Are you talking about Hank Pecker? Kind of. It's not meant to be shots fired at Hassan, though. I think he's doing an admirable bit. But I watched Ohm play a little Rust, and he was in Hassan's shop, and I was like, why is Hassan talking like that? And I was like, oh, apparently it's not Hassan. It's, that's Hank. It's a different guy. And I didn't even know, like, what was happening. He was like, I need some fuel. And, like, the whole thing seems to be predicated around, fuel. Like, every conversation I've seen in Rust, and admittedly I haven't watched too much, but is like, yeah, I could really use some fuel, and then somebody looks in their inventory and they see like 20 stacks, and then they go, yeah, I can't really afford much. Like, is that the whole purpose of the game, is just to try to trick people into giving you fuel? I don't know. I don't understand. Something like that? Fuel and scrap? I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use it. Anyway. Dude, this is... No, we're not flattening a mountain. This is different. We're flattening the desert. You wouldn't understand. I would love to play some Rust, but man, I mentioned this and people kind of like... They glossed over it a little bit. But... I feel like I really want to check out this game called Sub Rosa. The way that Sub Rosa works is that it's like a super sandboxy like heist and crime simulator. But I'm scared because I follow the Sub Rosa subreddit, the Sub Rosa Reddit, the Rosa subreddit, and it seems like just about everybody's #1 complaint about the game is that the only people who keep the servers active are a bunch of weird gatekeeping nerds who have no interest in making the game more accessible for a new player base and instead just constantly grief new players. So I'm kind of, you know, I should reach out to some of the people that I know on Twitch who have played some Sub Rosa, and maybe they have like a private server and we could get some work done on that or something, because that seems, I would love to play with some people who are kind of like part of the same social contract as me, which is like we've got something to lose, so nobody's just gonna like drop a racial slur. Hopefully, I don't know. It's been known to happen on the site, I guess, but you know, it's people generally try to avoid it for the most part, depending on who you're talking to. Yeah, you can't do it on a public server. Like I was talking to Levy, and you know, here's a little. I wouldn't call it a spoiler necessarily, but you know, this week we should have some more Levy content, and it's not going to be chess, which is also cool. And I am going to be driving the bus for what we're going to play. And I've kind of put a little preview in the Discord, but I'm genuinely not trying to like tease anything. Hold on, I want to mine here for a bit. Let's get some momentum. So I think I'm gonna like eat some apples. Then I'm gonna make a chest to put the sand in, and then we can clear our inventory out when we want to leave, and we can take all the sand with us. That seems sensible. Might not need 2, but why not, right? But I was talking to Levy, and I was like, do you play anything other than chess? And he's like, well, I played some Overwatch on Twitch one time, but, like, people only say, like, as soon as they know you're a streamer, they say bad words in the chat to try to get you banned. And I'm like, yeah, this honestly seems, like, not surprising at all. Doesn't seem surprising to me in the slightest. Gonna head this one off at the pass. People are gonna be like, please go back and enchant this shovel. I will not be doing that. This is a momentum-driven play exclusively. Oh, don't enchant? It's a waste? See, I already got him convinced. So easy. I should have taken a bed with me, though. You're not wrong. I'll just run back. That's fine. Spider? But, yeah. I was trying to figure out what to play with Levy, but I already got some ideas. It's gonna be pogged up. I think that's happening on Tuesday. So I'll give you a little preview of the schedule. I don't know what we're gonna do on Monday yet. Tuesday should be Gex. We don't know the Gex game yet. We're still figuring it out. And then, you know, Levy and I should be doing some content, but I'll let you know if that changes. If it gets delayed, it's going to happen. It just, you know, wouldn't be on Tuesday. Wednesday is kind of up in the air as well. And then Thursday, I think I'm just going to stream like 5 hours of Hitman 3. Why not, right? Comes out on Thursday. Seems like a good time to get some good meat in that game. Probably do a little Hitman 3 on Friday as well. But not trying to like overload it too much right out of the gates. Why shouldn't I have it? Exactly. Monka. I've seen everything. Flying squid. Hey. I just seen a mummy. I will say, though, I mean, I know how people are going to take this, so just let me finish. The NLSS is in, like, a weird spot right now. New time zone. You know, Josh has been away for a couple weeks. He may be back this week. Like, we're waiting for, like, some convalescence. is you know, it's in God's hands, really. Then I kind of feel like, and it's not a knock on anybody that's like been on the show, but I kind of feel like the shows have felt a little unplanned and ramshackle lately, which is actually like totally fine. Zombie, that's my base, dude. But I feel like I was kind of talking about it with Levy. And I was like, Levy, like, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to invite you to the NLSS. And it's not because you're not good enough. It's actually because you're like, you're too good. It's like I want to make something more special for you to be on for, rather than just being like, hey, we're going to have Levy on and ask him if a hot dog's a sandwich for like the 5,000th time. You know what I mean? So what I think that means for a couple of things is, like, for one, you know, the collaboration stuff's been going well, but the NLSS is kind of lagged behind a little bit. It's no longer like the new hotness. I think maybe, you know, it needs a jolt of some sort. Like, I feel like the format, I mean, this is what I've oh, I joined the game. This is what I've talked about, like, many times, you know, with respect to doing experimental content. The NLSS lately, here's what I said to Levy, and people are going to take this maybe the wrong way, but here's what I said to Levy. It's one of those things where, like, when the episodes are happening, people don't really seem that excited, but if there's no NLSS, people freak out. They're like, they don't even care if the show is good. Mostly it seems like they just watch it and they're like, that was fine. But if the show's not on, they're like, this is ridiculous. Like, what's going on? Where's the NLSS? Change is scary, etc., right? So, like, I'm not, the NLSS isn't going anywhere, but I do think it needs a jolt of electricity. And I'm thinking about how to have that happen. I think it definitely is not just, like, introduce a new guest now and then. I think it's more like it constantly being the same amount of time, and also, like, the same people. Here's why, in my opinion, like, I love the NLSS. The banter that we've built up over, you know, 6-7 years is incredible, right? That gives you, like, an advantage when you make content that you can't just get out of nothing. The flip side is we're constantly playing the same games because we know that those games all work. You know, we know that, you know, Malf loves Spelunky. With me and Malf and Josh like Human Fall Flat. We all like Rocket League, etc., etc. So we kind of, like, you know, we fall into a routine of doing the same thing day in, day out. So we got to figure out how to inject a little bit more interest in it. And I'm getting the wheels turning, you know? That's where I'm at right now. I think it's more complicated, but not in a negative way. But I think it's more complicated than just, like, game choice. But definitely that's a start. But even, like, again, people, if you're watching, like, Dadcraft right now, and first off, you're like, why are you solo? Fair enough. But secondly, maybe you didn't watch the Spelunky portion earlier that has gone up on YouTube. You're going to be like, why is he talking about analytics? Well, it's coming back to the start of the stream today, where we were talking about analytics with, like, the in the Spelunky portion. Generally speaking, like, the NLSS is actually, like, the lowest, like, the least performant content now, which is not a sign that it needs to be, like, canceled or anything like that, but it's a sign that, like, you know, here's the thing, is when you have, like, a special event, kind of special event, not that it feels special necessarily, but you know, you're playing, like, Sporkle, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna start the NLSS now, and then, like, the view count drops by 20 or 30% sometimes. You're like, you know what? We gotta find a way to get, like, a POG injection here. That's my take on the subject. I think it needs some new life. Yeah, Polar Express speedruns. That's what I'm trying to say. But we'll figure it out. Was this dirt always here? Does dirt grow? This is a real question. Like, was this dirt here before? Does dirt, are there like dirt seeds? Can you plant dirt? You know what? Like, was that dirt there? Where did that dirt come from? Does dirt come from sand? In Minecraft, in real life, I don't know. I don't even know what dirt is. It's just like rocks that are very small or something. Endermen can bring it. Oh, frick. Dude, that's a great question. What even is dirt in real life? Like, is all dirt... Like, there's some organic detritus in there for sure. Animal poo, broken down leaves and stuff like that. But did all... Like, okay, here's my question for you. So when, like, the Earth formed, there was no dirt. Yeah, that's what you're telling me? Is that it was dirtless? That's crazy. That's wild. Can you imagine being on a dirt? Because dirt is probably like, I don't know, it's got to be like 10%, well, let's say maybe less than 10%, but it's got to be like, you know, 5% of the Earth's surface area. That's crazy. I don't see what this has to do with analytics. Look, okay? Not everything can be inside baseball. But I do want to let people know about the inside baseball regardless. We're gonna try to... The NLSS is in need of a POG injection. That's what I'm saying. Now, in all likelihood, all of the suggestions being offered are very bad. So don't feel the need to offer your insight. Like I said in pre-chat, I was like... Alright, Chad, why don't you leave the streaming to me and you guys keep doing what you're good at, like reviewing today's new PogChamp. And then people reviewed it. They gave it a 6 out of 10, which is honestly pretty good. It's not bad. I would refuse the mantle of PogChamp, I think, were I given it. Inventory full. From what I've seen so far, essentially, not that I've been offered in the first place, but from what I've seen so far, it really seems like, you know, you get a little exposure by being that day's PogChamp, and you also get, like, a lot of hate from 14-year-old kids online for whatever reason. So, I feel like I would refuse the right of being PogChamp. I'm happy just staying inside of my lane, I suppose. I'm just like, you know, if you've seen the Isaac episode, I apologize, but I'm just stunned at how much ink gets spilled every day over reviewing this 28 pixel by 28 pixel emoji. Like, imagine what, like, we as a world could accomplish if we just stopped reviewing emojis and instead just went, hey, it's PogChamp. You know what I mean? Whoa, new Pog. That's Pog. They're not 14. Yeah, that's... dude, honestly... I have a... And it's a thesis that I have no evidence to back this up with. I feel like... like, today's teenagers online are more polite than the adults. I don't know if it's true or if I'm just believing that, like, 21 Jump Street is real life. But I feel like most Zoomers are kind of... Not nice, necessarily, because I think online, pretty much every demographic is rude nonstop. But to a varying degree. I feel like a lot of my most annoying interactions online are with people that are between the age of 35 and 45, honestly. Like when someone gets mad at me or they tweet me something and then I click on their profile and I see that they're like literally posting in r/teenagers or whatever, I'm like, oh, it's just a little kid. Who cares? When I get mad at them and I look at their Twitter profile and they're like, you know, they got like 6 kids and like a real job, I'm like, you got way too much responsibility to be wasting your time being mad about this dumb shit right here, you know? I will say, did you see that TikTok of the mother of the 5-month-old who says that she doesn't own a crib because she considers a crib to be abuse and it takes away her baby's bodily autonomy? Okay, so her thinking was, imagine, and I don't know why she talked in such like a patronizing tone. Like she's been talking to the baby too much. But she was like, imagine if your partner picked you up and put you in a jail cell and turned out the light and forced you to fall asleep, even when you weren't tired. I hope you would leave them. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, imagine if your partner, like, shit their pants 8 times a day. I'd probably leave them too, or at least, like, take them to the doctor or something. Like, you gotta... It's an infant. They don't play by the same rules. You know, it's... You know, you gotta have special circumstances for things like that. Yeah, imagine, you know, if my partner woke me up at 2 a.m. every single day just to be like, I'm hungry. Can you feed me? Can you feed? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it would be unacceptable. Imagine it. Why don't they play it on the flip side? Yeah, imagine if a baby drove a car. Yeah, that'd be scary too. They don't play by the same rules. They're not adults. The baby has a big head. You leave that baby. That baby didn't do anything wrong, okay? It wasn't chosen. It didn't choose to be born to anti-vax mom, okay? That baby still has a shot. As far as I'm concerned, you don't get to make fun of somebody until they're about 12. Once they're 12, it's like, you know, light them up. But prior to that, no. Phrasing? I don't think there's anything... Yeah, phrasing annoys me. People will literally, like, rack their brain for the worst possible... They'll stretch, like, Nadia Comaneci to try to make phrasing work, and then they'll be like... you might want to watch the word choice. Come on. Let's just say that, oh, yeah, that's what she said. Like, it's on that level. Come on. Now, if you're 11 and you said, phrasing, it's not your fault. I blame your parents. If you're over the age of 12, excuse me, and you just said phrasing, just imagine you're this skeleton right now. Exactly. Got him. Dude, we've been having some baby milestones. Baby almost flipped over. I've been mentioning it across content for a bit, but like the flip is a big milestone. She's, I think, a little, I wouldn't say late, but on like the late side of average. But I think like it's honestly because, and we've mentioned this before as well, she's got a freaking huge head, dude. Huge head. So I think she's doing a really good job just being able to, like, almost roll over. Gymnast baby. On which axis? I think the x-axis is... I think it's the x-axis. Just wait for crawling. Yeah, I was it in Dadcraft when I was talking about it? Like, who was I talking? No, you know, I think who was I talking about it with? I've been talking to too many people. But I was like, people were like, oh, I should have brought some freaking food, man. People were like, aren't you excited that like eventually, like pretty soon, the baby will be like not as much. I'm trying to think of the nice way to phrase it, but you know what I mean. I love the baby, but the baby is, you know, there's a lot of chores associated with the baby. So whoever I was talking to, they're like, well, pretty soon she won't be like quite as needy. She won't be quite as dependent. So you'll you know, have a little bit more freedom. And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm starting to realize that, like, sure, there's like some negatives to having like a brand new baby, but once the baby starts to be able to move around, you also lose a lot of luxury. Like, anytime I want to do something, I can just put the baby in a safe spot and then go do it, you know? As long as it only takes like 10 or 15 minutes. But like once the baby can like crawl or like toddle and move around and stuff like that, you're like, oh, you know, you got to be like way more careful. So I'm almost, let's not say dreading, but like I'm enjoying this period right now where you know, I can kind of, like, the baby is, again, has very little bodily autonomy. If I want the baby to just sit in the baby lounger because I got some important stuff to do, I'm like, you know, guess what? You're doing 25 to life in here. And then she's like, wah, wah, and then 3 seconds later, she's like, big whoop. Okay, I think when this shovel's done, we're good to go. I think that's the ticket. I mean, I think we're gonna need more glass than this, but it's a start. I will not bring back reeds. Absolutely not. Consider doing a collaboration with Hikaru tonight. Hikaru, you know, he knows where to find me. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I understand the reasoning for having not been invited to PogChamps 3. You know, much like Hafu and Voyboy, I'm too strong, and I would ruin the fun for Rainn Wilson. I get, you know, it's all about what Rainn wants. We don't want to ruin Rainn Wilson's fun. Unlike Hafu and Voyboy, I have not yet had a chance to even play in a PogChamps tournament to this point. So there's one difference, but there's a lot of similarities too. I guess our elo. But yeah, you know, I would love to be a part of some PogChamps related content. If there's a show match or something like that, he knows where to reach me. I would be happy to say let's go. Until then, and probably after that as well, I'm a Levy stan. I'm dancing with the one who brought me. And the one who brought me is International Master Levy Rosman. I'm just throwing this out. It's the first time I've ever been not invited to something because I'm too good at a video game. And I gotta tell you, it hurts. It hurts. If you had told me that 2021 would start with me not being invited to a video game tournament because I'm too good, I would have told you to shut the frick up. I would have said shut up. But you know, it's a weird year. It's a weird year, man. Okay, let's think. I mean, this is all in jest, by the way. This won't get put in the clip. I'm not actually mad. I mean, I was like, this is real. I wasn't mad. I was kind of like, aw, not sad. Somewhere in between, like apoplectic and morose. Somewhere in the middle of those two overblown emotions. Yeah, slightly disappointed. Let's call it that. Because I was kind of like, you know, I was like, I think I got a pretty good chance to be in PogChamps. And yeah, I'm a little bit stronger than maybe the average competition, but you know, they can take it. But apparently, that, you know, if anything, I just feel bad for creators like Myth that, you know, they would have had the chance to put me in a body bag, but the administration said no. The administration said, Myth, we don't believe in your ability to beat NL, so we're going to protect you from NL. If were I them, I would be like, nah, I want my shot at the champion. That's not true. I would definitely be like, please don't invite anybody that's too good. What did Myth say about Apollo again when we were playing Among Us? I was like, what do you think about Dumb Dog? And he was like, you say like choco milk or something like that? A ham sandwich? Warm milk. Yeah, that's what you said, warm milk. I don't even know. I still don't know what that means, man. I'm too old for this website. Helps you sleep? I mean, kinda, I guess, yeah. Do you think that's what he meant, though? Like if he meant to call him like a resident sleeper streamer, so he was gonna throw shade at him, why wouldn't he just be like resident sleeper? You know? Like, that's the thing. I mean, I don't think that he was being rude. I don't think that he was trying to be a rude guy. That's why I guess I just don't get it. I suppose. This is a joke about lactose intolerance? Like, I'm just so confused. He meant warm milk in a hideaway. What does that mean? In a hideaway? That's the thing. I'm just like, that's true. He did follow it with just K. I remember he said just K afterwards. Okay. I am going to mine some minerals, hopefully to get as much coal as possible. I know there's a little coal up here. We'll start there. Anyway, I'm just like, I'm not trying to throw shade. Warm milk. I just don't get it. Just kind of don't understand. I've been trying to, every night when I fall asleep, I try to tease apart. I'm like, what the heck did he mean when he said warm milk? It haunts me. It ain't rocket science? Well, it kind of is rocket science, because much like rocket science, it doesn't make any dang sense right now. Dude. Okay. If we could get all this smelted into glass, the boys are going to be so proud of me. Yahoo. Excuse me. Get out of my mind, zombie. That's scary. How'd you get here? It's all about the boys' acceptance. Exactly. Precisely. Alright. Should be safe. You know the meme that's like, oh, so sick of looking at work screen, want to go home and look at entertainment screen? That's like what Minecraft is for me. Oh, I'm so sick of mining sand. Let's go mine some stone instead. And now I'm like, oh, Pog. Stone. Redstone, baby. Don't know what to do with it, but that's fine. Redstone that I wish you saw. Saw some redstone that I'll give to y'all. Put it in the chest at base. But I share. I know, scar tissue. Yeah, yeah. How is it hard to make a working smartphone with redstone? I saw that somebody on YouTube did it a long time ago. How hard could it be? Not hard? Okay, well, that's good. Monka. Monka. Dude, that's a cave, man. Just be cool, just be cool. What if it's a spawner? The boys would be so proud of me if I found a spawner. Then I could hit F3 and I could mark it on the bulletin board like Malf did. Malf found a cave spider spawner. I'm so proud of him. Oh, dude, so many levels to enchant our next diamond axe with. Oh, it's right there, man. He's on the other side of the wall. I mean, dude, first off, let me just say this. Malf is better at Minecraft than me. But I will also say, he did play, like... I mean, he did a 12-hour stream yesterday. But I think it actually ended up being like a 13-hour stream. And he definitely played at least like 5 or 6 hours of Minecraft, so... So he's better than me, and he's played more. Dude, we got a freaking cave system, man. You know what that means? Tons of coal, which means glass for the boys. Let's go another level, too. Oh, and the music. Dude, you know what song I have not heard yet, though? Is Cat. I'm still waiting for Donkey Donkey. The first time I hear Donkey 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 Donkey. Hey, her. Okay, you always put torches on the right. So when you come back, you know they're on the left. Yo, what the heck? What the heck is that, man? Oh, nice try. Nice try, Stinky. Not today. You're done. You're toasted. Get out of here. You stink. Redstone that I wish you saw. Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. Coal! Lapis lazuli. Dude, bats. Gold! It's, oh, what the? Where did you come from? Whatever, you can't get up here. Oh, so much coal, man. Bats do nothing? I don't know, I saw a clip of Justin's stream where I believe the streamer known as Co-Star, I think like you're gonna think that I've lost my mind, but I feel like he turned into a bat. And then Justin hit him with a sword and he died. That's a mod? So there's like a mod that lets you turn into a bat? That's pretty cool. Morph mod. Weird. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that, man. That's weird. I'm not into all those mods, man. I'm more of a vanilla guy. Even, like, I don't even eat modded ice cream for the most part. Like, I mean, you've heard me go off on this rant on numerous occasions before. But, like, I think it sucks that vanilla is, for some reason, it's considered to be, like, the... Oh, watch out, the creeper might make it now. It's considered to be, like, the most boring flavor of ice cream. Like, it's not plain. Why is vanilla plain when it's not plain, it's vanilla. It's yeah, exactly. It's a literal flavor. But if you order vanilla, you can't just, oh, nice plain ice cream, you know? It's messed up, man. It doesn't get the respect it deserves. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and get, like, make another pickaxe, which is fine, because I want to drop this coal off and get the glass cooking anyway. I'll bring down some wood so I can make a crafting table. Dude, vanilla, you're absolutely right. It's so expensive, too. Like, we got a waffle maker for Christmas a couple of years ago. And, you know, I feel like, just in case. We got a waffle maker for Christmas a couple of years ago. And Kate was like, can you go to the grocery store? Because this recipe needs vanilla. And there was vanilla extract. It was like $4. And then there was pure vanilla. It was like $37. So I was like, I just got the fake stuff. Because, I mean, I'm sure the real vanilla's better, but I mean, come on, that's like, it's like a 10 times premium. That's crazy. These are still going, huh? That's wild. Oh, that explains it, I suppose. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think we're gonna be able to actually complete my task here of getting all of this glassed up. Or getting all the glass cooked, I should say. They take 8 each, right? So we can pretty much just set it up like this. But I think we're, you know, we got a shot at it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a fake vanilla might be one of those ones that's made with, like, you know, the beaver perineum or whatever. Perennium. You guys like Robbie Williams? I'm not a huge fan. Rock DJ is kind of like, it's a little litty. I have no idea who that is. Singing for the classes, music for your masses. Give no head, no backstage passes. I'll be quite a giggle, I'll be quite polite. But if I rock the mic, I rock the mic right. You got no love and you're with the wrong man. It's time to move your body. If you can't get a girl, but your best friend can, it's time to move your body. Like that one? You don't, yeah, you don't, Robert Williams? You don't know? Come on, man. He's like one of the most successful British recording artists of the mid-2000s. He's not dead. He just shows up in the news now and then, but not for dying. No, he doesn't get naked in that music video. It's CG. Coconut gun. Thank you. It is a bop. This is a genuine bop. Well, we might not have all this glassed up, but it's gonna be like pretty good. By the way, I'm sorry, this is so rude. I was gonna say, if anyone gets on my ass for these being like slightly not the right amount of coal, I got a piece of advice for you: is get a life. And you can't have mine. We're all gonna be okay. We gotta stop getting so anal about this. Oh, but it'll take, you know, it's slightly inefficient. It only takes a second to fix. You know what takes even less time than fixing it? Shutting the heck up is the answer to that question. And be careful with your rebuttals, because there's more where that came from. Yeah, exact. That's the. Thank you, Toasty. That's the exact analog I'm looking for. You don't. If somebody's at the grill and it's their house, you don't go up and go like, oh, well, you're taking a lot of liberties with that meat there. You know, oh, that one's ready to flip. That one's ready to flip. You don't do that. Somebody, if you came up and you like bacon cooks on 3 me, I'd be very upset. But I would play it off. Like the first time I would play it off. I would be like, you know, how about you leave the grilling to me, and I'll leave the being an a-hole to you. And they would be like, that's funny, but I wouldn't be joking, but they don't have to know that. And then if they did it again, if they were like, no, really, that one needs to flip, I would be like, please return to the seating area. I will notify you when the food is done. You've been banished from the grill area. You're no longer allowed to be here. Oh, dude, we can't just dump this stuff out of our inventory. This is these 2 bows with half durability, very precious, and the rotten flesh, extremely important. Oh, we only got like 7 minutes left, man. Okay, no. Maybe we'll stretch Dadcraft a little. Maybe we'll stretch a little Dadcraft here. I mean, come on, dude. That's why Minecraft is like. I gotta have like a strict rule for Minecraft, man. That's why I always like to put it at the end of the show, because otherwise, you know, you just keep it moving. You're like, oh, I'm not, because you're never done, right? Like you're always like, oh, I'll just do like one more thing, and that one more thing, like in order to do that one thing, you got to do 17 things. And yeah, I'm using iron tools for no reason. You know what the reason is? Because I'm 32 years old and I'm worth it, okay? I'm worth it. Yo! Have you talked to Limmy yet? I don't want to blow Limmy's spot up, but Limmy is the only dad in the Dadcraft server who has not typed in text chat yet, as far as I'm aware. I checked 22 times a day. Suppose he's too busy being real famous. But in many ways, everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for Limmy. Like can you imagine what he's gonna be like when he signs on and he's gonna be like, wow, who did this? And I'll be like, mostly the other guys, but me a little bit. And then he'll say something like kind of, you know, from the UK, like steady on or something like that, and I'll be like, yeah, no worries, bro. Hey, and then we'll be best friends. Don't shoot me! I got a pocket full of bread. Sir, I just need coal. Thank you. Gunpowder and bread! Okay. Sorry, I was possessed by the spirit of Miranda Lambert. Great song, though. That's a great song. How does it go? I'm going home, gonna load my shotgun. Something, 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 cigarette. He wants a fight, well, now he's got one. He ain't seen me crazy yet. Just... snatched my hair and he threw me like a rag doll. Don't he feel like a real man? I'm gonna show him what little girls are made of. Gunpowder and lead. You know, that's Gunpowder and Lead by Miranda Lambert. It's a good song. I don't really, you know, I don't get down with too much country, but Miranda Lambert, she's got a bop or two. A little gold. Oh, the Poglins are gonna be happy about that one. Lapis. We need this, right? Lapis, I never knew that it had a use, but it's for enchanting. Yeah, like I don't think you can throw out any genre of music. You know, there's some genres that I prefer, and there's some genres that I think have like a higher percentage hit rate than others. But you know, even in the world of radio country, there's the occasional genuine bop. The heck is that? What the heck is that? He's wearing an apron, man. How'd you get down here? You're a zombie villager. How'd you get down here? Oh, no. God, let's go. Oh, God, he jumped at me. Get out. Okay, it didn't scare me for a second, man. Oh, it didn't scare me for a second. You could have cured him? Yeah, maybe I'll wipe his butt for him next time, too. Apparently nobody in Minecraft can do anything for themselves. That would be nice. Would it though? Dude, I don't know. Like, so I've been wiping the baby's butt. I think that pretty much, you know, comes with the territory. But like, I'm really glad that like I don't consider wiping my own butt to be a chore. Like, it's not like doing the dishes. If anything, it's like I'm happy to do it. I would be much less happy to not be allowed to wipe my butt after the deed took place, right? That's a chore that's worth doing, is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not anti-bidet. I mean, if anything, I'm pro bidet. I don't mind wiping though. It's not like, don't consider it like an urgent purchase. I'm content with the paper, honestly. Oh, hello, hello. Hi, what are you doing down here? Oh, God. Don't look. I hear him. I can still hear him back there, man. Is he gone? I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I gotta log out, dude. I gotta log out. They only get aggro by the crosshairs? How do you turn the crosshair off? I mean, I guess this is what it's all about, right? He's right beside me, dude. See you later, nerd. Oh, frick. This isn't even the way to go, dude. They only aggro if you look in their eyes? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with the crosshair, man. I don't know what I'm doing with the crosshair. Like, the boys will love the ender pearl? The boys would love it? Maybe it's time to face my fears, man. Maybe it's time to face my fears. Maybe it's time to face my fears. Okay, hold on. I was scared. I never fought an Enderman before. Suppose, you know, a little iron never hurt. Anybody? Stay looking at the ground. Stay looking at the ground. Yeah, that's a good idea. Put food on my hotbar. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, so I think he's around here. I don't like it. Oh, okay. There he is. Wait, he's gonna be mad, right? He's gonna be mad when I hit him. Of course. Well, people are like, just look at his legs. It's not just look at his legs. Look at his legs. Build a roof on top of him. Because. Just. That's good. That's good. Just fight him in the water. Dunk. Now hit him into the water. Hit him into the water. He's not so scary. He's not so scary. You're not all that. That's just Ender Pearl. Oh, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. And we did it for the boys. Hey, fear conquered. Yeah, I'm not afraid anymore. Hey, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. Character development. Real human growth. I got a real smile on my face. We've done it. Hey, Detention. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Oh, what if there was an Enderman spawner down there, dude? Yeah, I want to like tweet about it. Exactly. I want to be like, I killed an Enderman today. The dads are going to be stoked. There's no doubt about that. The dads are going to be stoked. Hey, look at that. Somebody's been busy. All right, so do we have any more coal? We got 29 extra coal. Oh, dude. Yeah. Put the pearl away. I'm going to put it in a chest for dads, though. Just temporarily, we're going to leave it in like a holding pattern here. Yeah, trash. Yo, we can actually make some TNT now, too, I think. Which, if you're not familiar, I believe is dynamite. You can name the pearl if you put it in an anvil. Look, alright, come on. Like, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, but I don't think we need to name the ender pearl. Like, that's a little... But, like, if I were to do it, like, how precisely would I do it? Like, what are the steps involved? If, just, like, hypothetically, if somebody watching this wanted to do it for themselves... and all that. The worst part about this, I mean, like, there's not really, like, a worst part about this. Except, you know, to the extent that everything has, like, a worst part. But the worst part about this is that all this glass can be used in like 10 seconds. I know it looks like there's so many stacks, but at the end of the day, it does not take very long. Malf will use it all for the tunnel? Honestly, I would love it if he did. Like, the glass is there to be used. This is not my glass. You know, there might be some people on the server, I'm not gonna name names, but some people on the server are like, I did this, so this is mine, but they still also want the fruitful benefits of cooperation. I'm not really like that. As far as yeah, exactly. I'm Bugs Bunny voice R glass. Like, if I spend, you know, half an hour or an hour getting all this glass, and then somebody uses it for like some kind of cool project that benefits everybody, I'm a happy man. Even if Malf's tunnel, as far as I'm concerned, benefits everybody. Donkey donk, dunk, 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 donkey dunk. It's a good amount of glass too. Like, let's see. 640. Yeah, I don't know. It's like close to 1,300 glass here. Once you factor this stuff in, oh, forget about it. Yeah, how does Dadcraft work? I do want to, like, just for my own sake, I know we're running a little overtime here, but just for my own sake, I wouldn't mind getting, you know, all of the sand smelted. Just to, like, it's very nice to have something you could, like, tick off the ledger, you know what I mean? You're gonna need a little more coal. Okay, not all the sand in the desert, alright? Let's do me a favor and don't be ridiculous. Seems inefficient. Like, I'm pulling like an individual pebble of coal out, but I did ask you not to backseat me about efficiency, so I'll take it. You know, that's a good point. We take logs and turn logs into charcoal. Use that as bad coal, but that's okay. I can live with that. Or just go mining. No. Chibli tweet. Okay, let's see. Chibli tweet. Chibli. Search Chibli. Chibli. Was it this tweet that said, "If nobody got me, I know"? Was it that tweet? it's the Enderman tweet. That's a good one. That's really good. Is that what my face looked like? It's definitely the shirt I'm wearing right now. Anyway, apologize, YouTube. You can go to twitter.com/Chibli and just click on tweets and replies, and you'll find it. You'll find it in there, I promise. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like scared for real. Chibli, look, I don't know if you were here for the Spelunky section, probably not. But I want you, I didn't mention you specifically, but I'm going to mention you specifically now. Stop streaming video games. Like, I like watching you play Dark Souls, don't get me wrong. I had a good time watching you play Dark Souls 3. But, like, you should be streaming something else. You should be streaming, like, MS Paint or I don't know, like, isn't there like an online chat room you can go into that's, like, you can just go in there and, like, hang out and make jokes and stuff? Chat roulette? I wasn't gonna stream video games today. Thank you, Ryan. Is it like I wasn't gonna stream today anyway. Thanks, Ryan. Like I demoralized you? Or was that like I already planned not to stream video games today, and this has validated the idea? Because that's what I was going for, was the second one. I already planned to not play video games. Poggy! That's Pog. See? I'm not a rude guy. Sometimes I'm rude to chat, but I mean, I've been going off on this in the Discord. I think we should be ruder to chat in general. Being nice to chat has never paid dividends. You still end up getting like the same degree of rudeness. I think the only you got to take the approach to be a little bit more aggressive with chat. Say, hey, stop that. Yeah, all the most successful streamers now, they yell at chat. I'm trying to take a little bit of that energy with me. Hassan, Levy. XQC. I do, every time I watch an XQC stream, I'm like, he's mean to chat. So I'm right there with you. It's very relatable. I don't have the patience to wait for these to be done. The rudeness feeds toxicity. I honestly don't think so. I honestly feel like because you know, I've been on the internet for a long time. I really don't feel like most trolls are trolling just to get a reaction. I feel like there's obviously a contingent of people like that, but I actually genuinely feel like a lot of the people leaving rude comments are just not smart enough to realize that their comment is rude, or they think that they're like the unspoken majority, that like if they say something, everybody's thinking it, and then when you pop in and you go like, hey, nobody's thinking this, and actually like we all looked at your comment and we laughed at like how dumb and mean you are for no reason. Some people are just gonna get mad at that, but I think that a lot of people are gonna take that as a moment of introspection and go like, well, maybe I'm the dickhead in this situation. That's my take on that subject. So you being mean is okay, but chat being mean isn't. Yes, it's correct. Because my being mean to my friends, it happens within, you know, a context that we've all consensually agreed upon, and you know, in the back channel we can like smooth things over and stuff like that, and we all know that it's like you know, it's for fun. And most of the people like in chat are not really trying to be rude, but they say a rude thing because they're kind of being like, me too, I'm part of the conversation. And then you're like, I don't know who you are, and you just called me like, you know, an asshole, and so now I think you're a dickhead and you're muted, is basically what is. Not you specifically who asked the question, I just mean like it happens on Twitter all the time. He bald. He bald is fine. It's true. He How long does this take to smelt, man? I got like 15 glasses in my home, and I'm wearing a pair on my face right now. There's no way it took this long. You're telling me at the back of Lens Crafters, they got like 17 furnaces in series? I don't believe it. Believe it or not, you son of a bitch, you're still gonna burn. It does take time to get glasses. Well, Lens Crafters pisses me off, okay? Because like the first time I got glasses when I was a kid, I went to Lens Crafters because they said like, you know, on TV they're like, well, in 2 hours or less you can have your glasses. So I went to Lens Crafters with my parents, and we bought the frames, and we like, you know, went to pay, and they're like, okay, you'll have it in like 2 weeks. And I was like, 2 weeks? What about like on the TV it says it's like in an hour? And they're like, oh yeah, not these ones. They're like, your eyes are fucked, buddy. We can't make those in an hour. We got to call in like the glasses expert from Luxembourg or something like that. If you just need reading glasses, you can just buy them off the shelf. These are still going. Oh, because they don't go while you're sleeping. Okay. Special fluid coating takes 3 days by itself just to set? That's crazy. I mean, I didn't assume that they were just, like, taking their sweet time. Like, I assumed there was, like, a reason for it. Whereas at the pharmacy, I still don't get it. You can try to explain it. Many people have tried to explain it to me. I still don't understand. Like, if you're getting complicated stuff done, sure. But, you know, when I go to pick up, after my wife had her C-section, you go to the pharmacy to pick up, like, you know, 8 Percocets or something like that. And they're like, see you in an hour. And I'm like, can I just do some self-service? Probably not, I guess. Pharmacy talk makes me sad. People die if pharmacists don't do their job properly. No, like for other people, I understand. You got to be careful. But like, I read the bottle. Even when I'm taking a Tylenol or Kate's like, can I get an Advil? I always read the bottle to be like, here's when you can take your next one. Like, I know other people are just like, glug, glug, glug. I'm not like that. I read the bottle. But like, but I do have to ask, why does it take so long? Because like, I'm not saying you're not doing your job. I'm just wondering if there isn't a more efficient way to structure. Like, isn't there? Can we get like an Uber for pharmacies? Like, can we get Kathy Wood on this to get some disruption? Because like, you're not taking the atoms back there and smashing them. Like, you don't have like Percocet powder and you're like using a trowel to put it into like a pill capsule, right? Like, they're just the big pharma, didn't they just send you like 1 billion Percocets and then you just put them in a bag and like Control P the label or something? Maybe that's a little reductive, but you know, I'm playing it for laughs. I'm not just, you know, trying to be. I understand. Perhaps there's more to it than meets the eye. Hypothetically speaking. In Spain, it only takes 5 minutes. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Johnny? In Spain, the pharmacist can do it in 5 minutes. Is there a reason we're over here getting beaten by Spain? Surely we can at least tie Spain, right? I mean, we're in a country that doesn't have a government mandated nap time in the middle of the day. Surely we should be able to eke a little bit of extra productivity out of that. Otherwise, why are we not taking naps in the middle of the day? If you could take naps in the middle of the day and still be twice as fast as a North American worker, as far as I'm concerned, we should be taking a little nap time. I don't know if I could have done this in a less efficient way, by the way, but on the other hand, like, I guess who cares? Anyway, I'm not actually, like, mad at the pharmacist. In fact, if anything, I'm kind of, like, sympathetic to the pharmacist sometimes. Like, I have to buy, I don't know why I phrase it like this. Kate takes iron pills, so I have to go to the pharmacy and get iron pills. You don't need a prescription to get iron pills, but they're behind the pharmacist's desk. So I have to wait in line at the pharmacy. And then when I go up there, they're like, what can I do for you? And they're like, or I'm like, hey, you see that pink box over there? Can I get it? And they're like, what do you need it for? And I'm like, my wife takes iron pills. And they're like, okay. Like, she's not even here. It's not like they're looking at her and going like, she's not anemic. You're just taking these for sport. They just give them to you. But for some reason, they got to, like, be behind the counter. I don't understand. And then, like, the pharmacy, they have a cash register at the pharmacy, so the pharmacist is ringing me up. And I'm like, I'm not trying to, you know, say that being a cashier is, like, not a noble pursuit. But at the same time, like, you went to school for, like, 15 years to do some pharmacy work, and now you're out here, like, scanning the iron pill. Like, I just feel bad. I could just go to the self-checkout area and do this. But, like, you very graciously have offered. I just feel like it's a very weird setup is all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be weird about it. It's just the setup itself is weird. Have we done it? Oh. Now I know why they call them panes of glass. Before we leave, let's be like a good guy. Hold on. And because I don't know if time will move when nobody's on the server, but I feel like we could at least make a bunch of charcoal so the next person doesn't have to go through this. Let's not call it a bunch. That was over ambitious. And then you use the charcoal. Okay, can I get how much charcoal does it take to smelt a stack of wood? 8. Okay, so it's an 8 to 1. All right. Good to know. Thank you. There you go. Okay. I am ready to leave and play some chess. This was good, though. Here, let me hit you with a slash marker. More good banter. Slash marker. Dadcraft ended. Hey, YouTube, if you're watching, I don't know why I looked over here as if there's a camera. You're right here. But sometimes when I look at the camera now, it looks like I'm looking above the camera. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm looking right at the freaking camera. I stream every day except Saturday. Twitch.tv/NorthernLion, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. Come watch live next time. But if you enjoyed the video, do please click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Dadcraft in the future. I'll see you next time. And now we'll move on. Okay.